game knowledge he has.
And now we are going to, if I'm correct, Tundra.
Yes, you are correct, Smiley. Tundra
Holy
2-0 in favor of Burbology. Trying
And
to pull
Tundra
off.
is their map, and I think they won one on Tomatitos. So if they won one versus Tomatitos, judging from this map, it really is attack favored.
Yeah, which is odd because I feel like at first it was definitely not, but I guess that the attacking teams kind of figured out that defending team can't cover north and south really
I
effectively.
mean, they were pretty close attack favored wins, but they were still attack favored wins.
Right, it looks
an
like
attack favored win is still an attack favored win, you know? Kind of like, you know, if you always win by overtime, you know,
Flare has a high
you're
win
still
rate
winning
on this. Flare is winning about 78%
of Tundras.
Yes.
Ooh, is it gonna be one of those scenarios where they pick each other? They get 2-0 each other on their map picks. There was another scenario that happened, right?
Could be. I mean,
I'm pretty sure. No, I swear to God, there was another scenario where that happened actually.
And it looks like Tundra, yeah, it's turned out about 55% overall. Attacking team does win. So yeah, it is attacking favored. You can see here, Burbology on defense for round one, running, I think, pretty much the same lineup they did against Tomatitos, except I think the IS-4 is different.
Ooh, and they're doing
Banjo's in! And he's immediately taking a bunch of damage!
Manu! Remember, Banjo is Manu.
Yeah.
Manu throwing. No play.
Someone must be having issues. I'm not sure who he's subbing in for. It's for Dark. No, it's not.
No,
Who
it's
is
for... Wait, I would have to see
Onion.
the names again.
Is it Onion?
No, Skip
it's
is there,
Onion.
External's there, Dark, Nexus, Dodo. So it's, my brain hurts. Hold on, I have to actually look at a team roster.
Yeah,
it's sad that we don't recognize who's missing, dude.
Bloop. Of course, Bloop.
Oh, yeah. What the heck? How do we forget that?
Bloop had a rough time in that last Mervanka game, but I didn't see his death. It just looked like he was the guy that got picked, as far as I could tell.
He is. I know he's in a dorm, so it might just be.
Oh.
And then on top of that, he's in a dorm with PM, so that means that Manu would be the only pick for them.
And I mean, yeah, and it could be a situation where maybe there's lag issues. There could be any number of things going on, and always said this. I mean, Team Flare's doing it.
Remember, Burbology had that the last time we saw them. Major pain.
Burbo's coming in. The CS is in the south. He's going to be out of the fight, but he's going to be fast. He's going to probably cut across the bridge, and here comes the brawl. OP's leading the way on the weak side. They're going to try to pick Dark. Dark's bouncing shot after shot.
Nexus is
he's
on
at 1,000 HP.
Oh
no, Nexus goes down. Dark is trying to stay alive as long as possible, trying to get as much damage out as he can.
Dark needs to be focusing OP, but instead he's shooting muscles.
And now Banjo, the new player in, Mr. Manu himself, trying to stay alive as long as possible. Burbology just recognizing the isolation and clumping up earlier. And now they're up 6 tanks to 3, but the HP is evening up. And now what can External, Dodo, and Onion do? Against 6 guns. They have to be able to eliminate something, but everything's at least 2-shot.
I know, and look at Kenway with 2400 HP. He's just going to W key against that Superconk. Octo also with full HP can start getting a little aggro on Skip with the boys. He's just, you know, trying to get his clip out. He's going to most likely lead that push there. I don't see why you wouldn't.
It looked like Flare got good punish out, but they just weren't. And even Burbology missed some shots. And I think Burbology missing some shots made this a lot closer than it had to be because they...
To be honest with you, I feel like I've seen this play before from them. They've brought 113s before, and they actually cross like
north.
that. And if I remember Team Flare playing like that, and they would try to clear out the A line, then obviously Burbology remembers.
Especially with all of the south meta that's been happening on attack, where the attacking teams have been winning more times than not, but they've been going south. And yeah, Burbology didn't get over anxious and play south too aggressively. They just held their own and they were ready to counter push, and just a decisive win for Burbology.
I mean, it's not a counter if it works.
I wouldn't consider it a counter at all.
I don't think it was just a basic well, the thing is, like, you've seen Burbo set up. I mean, we've seen Burbo set up on Tundra defense for consistently like this. I think it's almost entire week they've played this map, right? And we've seen them set up more south oriented. So I think coming into the finals, they're like, yo, we always put like 4 tanks south, but against them, we're gonna like 5-head it, and we're gonna have 4 north. And it worked.
And there were no IS-7s to get on the cap from flares. That's another kind of red flag to me. Yeah, what 277s have gotten on it and stuff before, but
277s have gotten on it before, and they've actually
and only
won
one
with that. Yeah.
You know, it's. I think it's just, you know, your initial on Tundra defenses. Yeah, you have to send 1 or 2 south, but like you have to like prepare for the northern play. And the second they see it, I mean, they see the problem with the north is that you see it immediately and you have to commit immediately.
True.
So once they see it, you know, the whole thing is done. Like everyone's going to be relocating to try to make sure that they stop that. And as long as they didn't give up the whole thing, they're fine. And you saw 6 tanks from Burbology because they didn't have a 60 TP this time, because they didn't have like something so big and slow. They just W-keyed it in as a group and just bam.
And I think you actually cursed this match because you said like the 5-0 thing.
Oh God, maybe I did.
That's
we'll
crazy.
See. I mean, Flare started on slow before. If anyone can pull it out, it's them.
I mean, hopefully the best of 9 thing isn't a joke. And like they said, they always kind of do bad their first 3 games and then they come back.
Yeah, and Burbo. I mean, problem is Burbo we talked about Flare being that upward trend through the last few weeks of the season. Burbo's been simmering throughout the whole season. Tonight, Burbo has been on an uptrend since the first couple of rounds. Like they are. These last 2 rounds have been the sharpest that they've looked. And now they need 2 more.
I think because Burbo won so decisively against Toma, I think playing before this match is a benefit. I don't know. I just see it as a benefit, especially if none of them played like 6 hours of pubs before this day, which I'm pretty sure they didn't. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's just 3 hours of tanks to make that dollar, you know, from the sponsor.
And there's a lot of dollars on the line.
Kind of nice segue there, you know.
Team Flare, 60 TP, double IS-7, double Kron. I don't feel like we've seen double Kron on defense, and a VZ Burbology, double IS-7, 1277, double VZ, 1CS. So double Kron. The problem. So the 60 TP, you pretty much know where he's going to play. He can anchor the north on that like a D line, DE line. He can play like D4-ish. And he can play the F2, which is the more traditional spot they go. And it actually looks like Dodo's in the 60 TP, so he'll be going to the D line at first. And these Krons are going out wide just to sniff it out. But look at Burbology. Everyone except for the 277 played by Kenway are going south. Well, the VZ's staying on the hill as well. And Muscles.
Well, I mean, you know, you don't see the object over there on the B9?
Yeah, that's Kenway.
Oh, never mind.
That's your boy.
Bill's Dank, man.
Kenway is normally that guy that's like in the farming spot, but kind of like the anchor, like the middle Kronwagen on the hill on Cliff. We're not used to seeing him completely kind of on his lonesome playing a position, but Kenway playing really well. Kenway doing really well on that Muravanka as well. And now just trying to sniff things out. It's an aggressive defense from Team Flare. They're pushed up pretty far, but Kenway's in a spot that just shuts all of that down.
True.
They have to be careful of bleed here if you're Flare. December's taken a hit in the south, I think, and they've taken 1 hit on a Kron in the north. But Nexus is at a kind of stuck position. Manu is staying in. And cap pressure has started, but they know that there's a lot north. They know where the Krons are. And they just committed the 1 IS-7. This is unlike most of the games we've seen on Tundra, though, Smiley.
Well, they have to change things up. They're trying to 4-0 Team Flare leading into the next map. Like, they're trying to get such a big lead that it's just GG.
Left external in the spot on the 2 line to get the resets. The other IS-7 is rotating around now to the 1. And it's really just, it's December's there, he can support, and then the CS and the VZ in the south. But it's a math problem for Flare. They can only commit so many, and Burbology knows it. And Kenway's left his A9 spot because he just wants to get a little bit closer, I guess.
Look at Dark.
It's a
Being a
VZ
ninja.
clip and a CS. Like, it's, I think he's just waiting because they were able to get one reset.
That's actually nuts. Did you see his equipment? His speed governor?
Mm-hmm. The I-7 on this map has trouble with, like, moving from north to south, south to north, and I think that's probably why. It just needed every second. The problem is, right now, it doesn't need every second. So it's kind of a wasted slot, I guess. The Kron's kind of clumping north. I'm confused at this fight, because now Octo's off the hill. Like, these...
Are they maybe looking for a pick?
Kind of, yeah, and it looks like bounces are exchanged between Nexus and Kenway or misses.
I'm just really confused on how Team Flare hasn't consolidated and like pushed somewhere. Do they think that it's like a? Do they think the cap is a bait, and that most of the team is next to Octo and Kenway?
They know it's a bait because they know that Kenway was there at the beginning. He got a shot of damage in.
I know, but I think they think that there's like I think they think that there's more guys over here than there actually is. And it looks like they are going to be flexing south.
Yeah, they have to figure out how many guns they can get there because they got one of the Krons out, and now the VZ is starting to go. But with the other IS-7 getting on the cap, that's going to accelerate things. And you can see Kenway and company are also getting ready to push into a screening spot in the north as Dark makes his play. It's 3 on. There is 8 seconds. There is one chance at a reset here for Dark if External cannot get it as well. And Dark lands the reset. He takes a bunch of damage, though.
But now he's gonna die for free!
It will be an easy pick. External's not gonna be able to do much to help him. Dark needs to live as long as possible, make him commit as long as possible. The Kron is there to help. And Nexus is down in the north at the same time as the 62T. And Burbology are just dominating.
External hits the ground while coming over at Major Pain. Skip coming over, trying to get a clip out. They're all three gonna group up and probably focus out Major Pain here.
They're going to have to focus him, and fast. Banjo going for the shots, but now they're starting to have to take shots on December because really good shielding by December, and he's on fire! So he will be the one to go down. I don't know if External's shot penned there either. Maybe it did, and now the 60TP will be the next pick, and Team Flare are on the back foot. They're going to be down 4-0 in the finals to Burbology.
Whew. If they get 5-0, that's insane. I predicted it. I'm a god, 5-head.
It's 5-0, then I have supernatural powers. I can curse people. But just, again, I don't know what it is. Burbology has just reached in their back pocket and looked for something because they are playing just absolutely nutty, even by their own standards
back pocket. This is like ancient grandpa's addict. Like, I don't know what is going on, dude.
Because they're just so fast and their decision making is correct.
This is some Narnia
doing
gameplay.
These splits at times, like they're hard to predict. They had a split north that game that only came about later as the tank on the hill went. And then in the game before that, they're just like, "Yep, group up, 6 guys. Let's just go kill these 3," and they did it really fast. And you're a Flare, and you're just not sure what's coming, and you're hesitating, and it's clear, and you can see here. Burbology, 3k damage for Octo and December. Muscles 2k, almost 3k for Kenway. And a kill, OP 2,402 kills. No one below 2k damage.
I don't know what happened to Blue. Like, did he die? Was it the Taco Bell? Like, did he eat Taco Bell yesterday or something? I don't know what's going on.
I would not advise eating Taco Bell before your finals. You need to eat healthy. You need to eat brain food.
He seemed pumped up for Wednesday, so I don't think he tilted or nothing.
No, I would imagine, I mean, because Manu hasn't been playing as much lately, or maybe he has on scrims on certain maps, I assume it has to be some situation of maybe he's lagging or something like that, because I don't see why they would make a change after the first map. Or after the first, after the first map.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Unless there was a really good reason.
So now we're gonna see what, a Team Flare reverse sweep?
If Flare's going to win, that's exactly what they're going to have to do. And crazier things have happened, but with the way Burbology's playing,
I don't know. The way Burbology, I mean, they're bringing the heat.
Yeah, with
against
the way
Team
playing,
Flare.
Yeah. Now some of those games, let's be fair.
Oh my goodness! I just realized what the bear is.
What's the bear?
Dude, he's the only you can prevent forest fires, man.
Is he?
No, I know he's not. I'm just capping. I'm capping,
Oh,
Germ.
Jesus. Well, I was gonna look because I was like, I always thought he was the cake.
No, he's not
cake Kona
Smokey.
version of the bear, the little like.
No,
you know.
he's not Smokey, but he basically is Smokey against Team Flare because he is putting out the flames. That's what I'm getting at.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I missed the next flare metaphor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because it's a because it's a because it's a flame. You know what I mean? I was doing.
I got you. I got you. It was very nicely done.
I just
so
love how you were
coming.
just like.
Dude, I was here and it was like
turned into
right
dark
here
for a
and I
second.
missed
You
it completely.
literally turned into dark for a second. I have never seen you close to your monitor before. I thought you were dark for a second.
Wait, I was close to my monitor?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Yeah,
Hey.
usually,
Hey,
yeah.
Smiley.
I was like,
I'm here close.
Oh, shiznitzel.
Nice HD, guys. I'm excited. This has just been this season. The only thing that's happened, though, this season is after that first week and after the first couple teams, the top 5 teams were just finishing close. No matter who won, it was always a 5-4 or, sorry, a 4-3 or a 4-2 at worst. And then there were multiple games that went super duper close. And now, in the finals, it's 4-0 in favor of the technically lower seed